Hello there, my name is Robert Pettyjohn. I am filming this video from here in the world headquarters of Pettyjohn's Cleaning and Restoration here in Wake Forest, North Carolina, solely for the use and the benefit of the fine people at Eagleville Christian Church, or Disciples of Christ, whatever y'all are, and for Max. First of all, I appreciate y'all loving Max. You will not find anybody that loves you any better back than him. I'll promise you that. And assisting me is my lovely assistant, Mrs. Katie Ruther. Katie, turn around. There you go. Good. She's our special projects and everything else Girl Friday here at Pettyjohn's, and she happens to be my baby. I'm very thankful for her, and for her husband, and her sister, and her sister's husband, and my wife, and everybody else in the world. Here's how you do a very simple, sounds like y'all done a pretty good job with this already in getting this spot out. Here's the simple steps to getting blood out of a carpet. And it's very easy, and you'll enjoy it. First of all, you need to know what the nap direction of your carpet is. That's very simply accomplished by doing what's called the paper and pencil test. You take a piece of paper and a normal pencil, rub it down with some firmness. Every which way the paper travels, that's your nap direction. Now, why is that important to know? That's important to know because if, let's say, a bird manures on your head, you're not going to want to rub it that way. You'll want to rub it this way with your hair, won't you? I thought so. So you don't want, when you get a spot then, you're not going to want to rub it this direction. You're going to want to rub it that direction to get as much of it up as possible. Well, to get blood out, there are two components to blood. There's one, this albumin that's in blood. That's that sticky stuff that's in any body fluid. And the second part is the red blood cells. That's what makes it red. So the way to get this first is get as much of this as much of the blood up as possible with a scraper, a credit card, a big serving spoon, something like this. Go in the nap direction of the carpet, and then just collect all that in a dustpan or whatever you got nearby. Just scrape up the big excess stuff. You don't want to be cleaning a whole bunch of stuff you don't have to clean. Then you've got blood on the carpet. You get your clean white cotton towel. As you can tell, it doesn't have to be any kind of thing fancy or anything like that. Mix 4 parts water and 1 part ammonia, just regular ammonia. Let's pretend this is what this is. Get your rag all wet, and then rub it in the direction of the carpet. You got to get in there and get it out. If you need to, you can use a hairbrush or a tamping agent just to tamp it like this. And incidentally, when you're dealing with blood, remember there are blood-borne pathogens. And who knows who's carrying what anymore, so you should have a pair of gloves on just to protect yourself and avoid getting too close in there so it splashes up in your face. Who knows who's got what? Now, you've gotten that, you've gotten the ammonia solution, you've got it on there, you've got it agitated really well with a hairbrush or something, not your fingers, and then you'll blot it up. Now I'm trying to get as much of that stuff up as possible. Now with a clean water, you just take this and do it again. You got, if you wash your hair, you rinse it. If you wash your carpet, you rinse it, don't you? Yes, you do. So now I'm rinsing it and then putting a little bit of a dry. Notice I'm not doing a whole lot of rubbing. I'm more tamping than anything else. I'm not doing a lot of rubbing. Okay, now this has gotten the albumin component of blood up, and now let's say that we got some red left. What are we going to do? Then let's pretend that we got some hydrogen peroxide, just like y'all did. Sound like you got it out very, very nicely. Pour a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on your towel, blot it in there. The purpose of that is to remove the red blood cells, if there's any in there, and also to sanitize the area. Because peroxide, you know, your mama used it on your cuts and it fizzed up. Most likely it's going to fizz up in this area where you put it on here too. That tells you it's working and that you're getting this place good and clean. Now, you don't have to rinse peroxide out, because whenever peroxide is H2O2, whenever it dries, it gives up an oxygen, of course, and leaves H2O. So that's simple. You can just leave it wet right there. Now the fun part. You got a wet spot here. and you can't leave it wet. Water is the big enemy of anything in the house, so you got to get this water out of here. Simply do this. Here's where your spot is. Get a clean white cotton towel, place it on the spot. Put you any kind of a cooking sheet, a pan, anything that you got on hand. A piece of linoleum, VCT, spare VCT towel, whatever you got on hand, that's fine. And then just weigh it down with something. Now, I've not put a whole set of encyclopedias on here, have I? No, I haven't. Just a little old box. I'm weighing it down. I want water to draw up into this clean white cotton towel. Cotton has got an extreme power of absorbency, and water has the properties of absorption, repulsion, and attraction. So that's what surface tension is all about. It draws itself to wherever it's going. So now I'm putting the towel on here. I'm weighing it down just a little bit. And here's the key to this business. Don't peep for 24 hours. Yep. Don't look. You'll be tempted to look because you'll break that chain of attraction and repulsion. If you do, you got to start the whole thing all over again. Who wants to do that? Well, there you have it. And it sounds like y'all have done a very, very good job so far. And I'm real proud of what y'all are doing. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all one day. And I know that the rest of our family is too. Thanks again for loving Max and for caring for him. You'll find nobody that loves you any better than he. Amen.